Good morning traders, welcome to this London session market review of the ICT Silver Bullet hour. This is between 3 AM and 4 AM. So we're looking at EURUSD this morning and the trade that we tried to execute on, which was a very profitable trade. I'll run you through the charts now just so you can see what levels I've been looking at. I've marked some sell side, which is some swing lows here. Below us, we are currently rejecting off this 1 hour fair value gap, which was from Wednesday last week. And so price has literally just tapped into this orange area, which is what we've highlighted for our fair value gap, and has started rejecting. We have some buy side above us, which would be Wednesday's high from last week. Yesterday was obviously very bullish, so we had a really good recovery yesterday. I would say that we're in a premium for the week. We've taken the weekly high out at the beginning of today. So that was yesterday's high just there, which is our buy side previous day. And that's been taken. So coming into this session, we'll drop down the charts. We've highlighted our midnight open, so we can see we are above the midnight open as we're rejecting from this fair value gap. Eyes looking at these lows. There's really no buy side until right up here, so we've got a long way to go before we start taking buy side liquidity. I wouldn't really be looking for longs at this point because it's so far away, so my preference is definitely looking at the short side. Coming into the session, so we're just about to hit the 3 AM mark. See, we're above the midnight open at the moment, which is good if we're looking for sells. So price is pumping up. It is leaving fair value gaps here, but because I've got a bearish bias, I wasn't looking to chase this higher, so I didn't take any entries, or I didn't look to execute on any entries here. And some consolidation here. One thing that I have noticed now, just in hindsight, this large bullish candle has left us with a balanced price range. So although the bearish fair value gap formed prior to 3 o'clock, the bullish fair value gap again prior to 3 o'clock, but we could get an execution within the silver bullet hour. Strong rejection down. So if you were just looking to grab in on any balanced price range, it's not been tapped. That looks like it could have been a potential winner just off the first fair value gap there. Okay, so we're into the balanced price range. Respected it. Let's just hypothetically say we could have possibly had an entry there, because we do like these balanced price ranges. See what this would have given us. It's a nice reaction, not quite hit target. I would be going break even at this point. Okay, so that would have been a winning trade if you were just taking the 5 pips, potentially for targeting the session highs. And I'll leave that there because I was actually had a bearish bias. So I'll now go into the trade that I was actually interested in, which we can see is here. So my thought process on this was we built this consolidation. We had a strong impulse move higher to take out this buy side liquidity, and then we rejected very strongly, leaving this balanced price range back into the range. So with that in mind, I would take my entry as we touch the balance price range. 5 pip take profit, 5 pip stop loss, so the stop loss is just above the high here. We come back, we just get tagged here, so it's just touched the balance price range. Now this is another one of those frustrating situations, like I've had 3 or 4 times this week, where ICT's entries are so precise, I'm actually not getting tagged in on MetaTrader because of the spread. So didn't get tagged in on this trade. I'll show you the live trade playing out now, so you can see how things eventually unfolded. So we're now into the live charts. This is me marking out the balance price range that's just being tapped. As I say, we missed the entry on MetaTrader because of the spread, so I actually wasn't able to get in on this trade as a live execution. What I would like to point out while we're doing this is one of the confluences I had was it had relative equal lows on Dixie. So sell side liquidity had been taken on the Dixie with a strong reaction going upwards. So we had basically the inverse happening on Dixie as what was happening on the euro. This gave me extra confidence in taking this trade. So this is really what kind of solidified the fact that I was going to take this entry. This is the point where I would be going break even again. We've taken the earlier swing low just to the left of price action. Very close to the actual take profit, so I wouldn't want this to come back into drawdown. And I'm also conscious at this point that Dixie is very close to taking its high. So once Dixie takes that swing high, there's a high potential that we could get a reversal here. So I didn't want to get stuck on the wrong side. You see here I'm highlighting that the buy side has just been taken on Dixie. And then take profit is just about to get tagged there on EURUSD. This is another one of those situations where it's leaving equal lows at the bottom. It's not actually blasted through the take profit area, so it's just hovering around take profit. So whether you would close out manually or have the patience to sit and wait for this to tag on its own, I don't know. I know personally if I was in the trade, I'd be closing out here. And we can fast forward now just to watch how this plays out. So we can see at this point here, take profit has been hit. And then what we would look at here now is where we could possibly target if you were going to hold this a little bit longer than me. As I say, I'll be happy with just closing out at the 5 pips. But we do have the sell sides, so we've got equal lows there on the 15-minute, and then we've got some swing lows again further down as potential targets. So those equal lows would have been a really nice target on the 15, that first one that I've just highlighted there. Again, we'll fast forward now. And there's the target hit. So just under 2R there in around 15 minutes of a trade. So a very, very nice trade. Again, just a shame that we didn't get triggered in on the live account to get a proper execution on that. However, I hope this was useful and you got some value out of seeing the levels and the way that I was viewing the market on that one. It really helps me out to go back and review these again. It's really kind of solidifying these entries into my mind. If you've got any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and we'll be back later on today with a update on the US 500 for the New York AM session. All right, thank you traders, I'll see you soon.